So here's the deal. You want to trade full-time, but there's just a slight problem. You currently have a full-time job that kind of pays for all your bills, and you don't know how to replace a full-time income with a full-time trading income when you're only able to trade part-time. If that sounds familiar, then this video is for you. In today's video, hopefully in 5 minutes, it's definitely going to take longer than 5 minutes, I'm going to give you 5 tips on how you can not only just trade, but trade well whilst in a full-time job. So let's get into the video. In fact, I've not had caffeine this morning. I'm going to go and grab a coffee and then we'll get into the video. Give me 5 minutes. Okay, let's get into it. 5 tips in 5 minutes. Let's start the clock. So tip number 1 is relatively simple, but it's simply just plan ahead. If you know you're going to be at work for the whole day, 8 hours, 10 hours, whatever your shift pattern may be, at the start of the day, before you head off to work, have a look at the markets that you want to trade and decide where you want to trade in those markets. If you see that you want to take a trade on Eurodollar, but the market's maybe 50 or 60 pips away from your area of interest, you can very easily estimate throughout your day when you need to take breaks, whether that's a bathroom break, your lunch break, whatever it may be, just so that you have some time away from work to quickly take a look at your phone and check if you need to take a trade or if you need to manage a trade, etc, etc. But plan ahead, first thing in the morning, look at those areas in the markets where you want to do business and then try and structure your day around that. Most workplaces, you will have a break in the morning or in the afternoon as well as a lunch break, and on top of that, I don't think your boss is going to be too annoyed about you taking 1 or 2 bathroom breaks throughout the day as well. Use these to your advantage and structure your day wisely around those. Now, tip number 2 is trading view alerts. Now, straight away you might be thinking, yeah, we all know what trading view alerts are, but there's a very specific way in which you can use trading view alerts to your advantage if you don't have a lot of time throughout the day to check your phone, to check the charts and all that kind of thing. If you know that you want to buy at a specific level, let's say it's on gold and it's 100 ticks away from market, put in a trading view alert where it is that you want to buy. But on that trading view alert, you can customize the message. So go onto your lot size calculator, whatever it may be, and calculate what lot size you're going to need to trade on gold when it reaches that level. Let's say you want to buy with a 50 tick stop, plug that into your lot size calculator, work out what lot size you're going to need to trade on gold, and on the trading view alert, and simply put in almost like a signal to yourself: buy gold, this price for the stop, this price for the take profit, this lot size. What that means is, whilst you're at work, you get a notification on your phone, you can go and take that bathroom break or whatever it is you need to do, and straight away you don't need to calculate lot sizes, you don't need to work out where your stop or your take profit is going because you've already planned that earlier in the day. Now the next tip, and I think this will absolutely change the game. So many people are still stuck in this mindset of having to manually execute absolutely everything they do in trading. If you can make a couple of tweaks or adjustments on your strategy to allow you to use resting orders, whether that be limit orders, whether it be stop orders, to get you into trades without you actually having to physically manually execute them, that's going to be a massive help. Me personally, all of my orders go in at 10 p.m. in the UK in the evening. I put those orders in before I go to bed. I wake up in the morning, sometimes they've filled, sometimes they haven't, and basically I just manage throughout the day as is necessary. Even though I trade full time and I'm at my charts all day long, I really don't need to be. I spend a very small amount of time actually interacting with the markets, and you absolutely can too if you use pending orders. Now tip number 4, and this is going to be difficult for a lot of you, but trade a higher time frame. I see so many guys, as they're learning to trade, as they're trying to go full time, as they're trying to get funded and that kind of thing, trading on the 5 minute, trading on the 15 minute, even trading on the 1 minute. That is not going to be feasible to do around a full-time job. Now, given the nature of technical analysis and most technical principles, I believe that price is fractal. So a setup that works on the 5 minute should work on the 1 hour. It should also work on the 4 hour. Now the strike rate, the profit factor, the performance, of course, is going to be slightly different, but trading on a higher time frame means that you're going to need to check the charts less once you're in a trade. If you're trading on a 1 minute time frame, you are going to have to sit and watch that trade all throughout the day. All of my execution I do on a 1 hour time frame, and typically a trade can last anywhere from half a day to 2 or 3 3 days. That is going to be much easier to manage around a full-time job. You're going to be able to check in the evening, you're going to be able to check in the morning, and then of course you do have that time period throughout the day where you can't be sitting at your charts, but you still have those little intervals where you can go back and check on the charts. If you're trading something like a 4-hour time frame, only 2 candles are going to close throughout your working day. That's awesome for exactly what we're talking about. If only 2 candles are going to close, not really very much is going to happen in your setup in the time whilst you're at work. Now, tip number 5 would be to develop a strategy that requires low input time. That means you don't have to manage the strategy, you don't have to manage your trades all the time, you don't have to manage in loss, you don't have to manage in profit. You simply put your trades on and you wait until they hit stop loss or take profit. It is absolutely possible to develop a very profitable strategy that doesn't require trade management and therefore frees up a lot of your time. We had a trader on our trading floor that his first couple of years of trading, he developed a completely no management trading strategy which he used on prop firm accounts and made some really good withdrawals through that strategy as well. Just think about stringing all of these tips together and what kind of impact that's going to have on your trading and trading around working full time. Trading on a higher time frame, planning ahead, using pending orders, and developing a strategy that doesn't require any input from yourself. If you can put all of these into practice, you're going to find yourself very easily not only able to trade around your full-time job, but even when you pack in your full-time job and go trading full-time, you're going to find yourself with a tremendous amount of time freedom. Well guys, listen, that's it for this video. This was 5 tips on how to trade around a full-time job. We went way over 5 minutes, but I hope you did enjoy it. If you got some value from it, please do drop a like and consider subscribing to the Mavin YouTube channel as well. I'm going to be dropping 2 videos just like this every single week to help you guys either get funded, or if you're already funded, help you stay funded and be as profitable as you possibly can. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one.